So Rajiv ji, here in India right now it's a rainy season, yes. So what's the weather in
Yeah.
US right now?
It's also kind of rainy, especially in Houston, where yeah, it is raining, but only this week. It's from next week onwards, it will be again sunny in Texas. Yeah, I was seeing that news, like even in Pune, right, there was a lot of rain. Usually that doesn't happen, right?
Yes,
It's normal for Mumbai, right? Because in rainy season, it's really bad over there.
right,
I saw a couple of videos at Gateway of India and the nearby towers. So it's like totally flooded that area. See, that's what is happening, right? This climate change, every year we are getting drastic weather everywhere, all around the world.
right. And I think in Bihar side, one second, Mallik sir.
Bihar said, hello, hey, namaskar Malik ji.
Hello. Namaskar, Ajib ji. Good evening to everyone and good morning to
Hello,
everyone.
hey.
Good evening, sir.
Or Rajiv ji, how is the situation there in USA? Everything is going fine?
Yeah, everything is going good. Yeah. So, uh,
Yes, sir.
political situation will be interesting.
So here in India, people are happy that on both sides we have an Indian connection.
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't matter, actually, isn't it?
No, it doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter at all.
Yeah. Because of course, I found that the Indians who are migrating to USA, the first generation still has kind of, love and affection, but the second generation turns out to be a bit different, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct. Because that's how they study, right? They, in their schools, right? Like even in my daughter's case, right? When I was she's now in
Mm.
12th. She's going to college, but
Mm.
when she was in eighth grade, right? She was discussing to me about the Kashmir policy. That
Mhm. Okay.
India is occupying that Kashmir. Kashmir wants to be free. That's how they got the details from their school, right? Like it's all in their school. They learn that okay, India is bullying to the Kashmir people. They don't want to get free, but yeah, India and Pakistan both. But that's how they teach there in these schools.
Mm.
Yeah, and then other if you see Nikki Haley or Bobby Jindal, right?
Mm.
Bobby
Yeah.
Jindal, yeah, he converted to Christianity, right? Even his
Yeah.
father parents were like six, but yeah, same thing with Nikki Haley, right? Parents she married to a Christian, and also Vance, right? JD Vance's wife, the vice president's wife, right? She's of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, it doesn't matter to actually.
Oh,
It's
actually, I
yeah,
think a man wherever he is, he should
correct.
be loyal to that place.
Absolutely, that matters, right? Like absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
तो अब कोई if someone in USA starts thinking कि हम इंडिया का ही सोचेंगे वो भी ठीक नहीं
नहीं
है,
नहीं
that's not correct.
बिल्कुल नहीं है यार, बिल्कुल नहीं. Yeah,
Wherever you are, try to improve the things there.
absolutely right. First country, right? A country where you are there, right? You should be
Right.
loyal to that country first.
Yeah. So, Pankaj ji, where are your students? Aryan has come, and where are? Hello, Aryan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, where are your friends?
I think they are joining.
So in India, Rajiv ji, interesting thing was that 8 o'clock every Saturday and Sunday there used to be a superstar singer program.
Okay,
It
yeah,
is
okay.
very, very popular. In fact, it was popular with me also. But
Okay.
and that was always at 8 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Luckily now that they have shifted it to 9:30.
Okay, okay, got it, got it.
It's a very, I mean, young kids, they are singing so well. I mean, you can't imagine. I mean, I'm
Correct.
just, I'm really stunned that 7-year-old children can sing just like Mohammed Rafi or Kishore Kumar.
Wow.
You should certainly watch this program.
Yeah.
Of course, now it's coming to an end. I think the final, today is semi-final and next week is a final.
Oh. So what is the name of the program? I will watch it.
It is on Sony TV and it is a
Oh,
superstar singer.
oh, superstar
Just
singer.
like
Okay, okay.
just like the Indian Idol they had. So
Idol.
this is
Yeah.
beautiful. And
Oh,
there is
okay.
one boy from Siliguri, West Bengal. He almost sings. I mean, I'd say he sings better than Mohammed Rafi. I have a feeling.
Wow. Yeah. Then I'll watch
Yeah,
that.
really fantastic.
Yeah. Earlier, I used to watch this Indian Idol and also vote from here to those folks.
Yeah. So Aryan, now you have a competitor in China.
I didn't see my dog who is just sitting beside me.
Oh,
Oscar, Oscar, say hi to them.
yeah.
He's sitting on his bed. Wherever I
Oh, I
go,
see.
yeah, he's just sit there with me.
So there is a
It's
boy in China. He's 11 years old. He's
Yes.
trying to build a rocket. He seems built one rocket also, but his aim in life is to build a rocket, and he has written uh, few papers like that. 11-year-old boy.
Oh,
Our Aryan is also great.
yeah.
But Aryan, the only thing that you have to do is whatever you say, you must try to understand them. That is very important, and go into the details. Because you see, there are many things we know just ऊपर ऊपर से हम लोग जानते हैं, superficially. Yeah, but that doesn't help much because once you go in depth, you will enjoy it and you will find that there are many things to learn, understand. So already you know so many things which many 20, 25-year-old people may not be knowing. It's already you know that. But you should go into the depth. Just ask
Yes, sir.
and by going depth means what? Asking questions. Why this? How this? Just try to get the answer somehow by discussing, by reading, and different ways.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Mrityunjay.
Good evening, sir.
Hello. Yeah, how are you? How are things in Bangalore?
I'm fine, sir. Yep. Everything is fine in Bangalore, sir. Weather is back to normal.
Acha. And today we have Raghavji. Raghavji, can you introduce yourself? Hello. Pankajji, I think Raghavji is coming for the first time, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Hello, Raghavji.
Yeah, please unmute yourself and hello. Okay, Raghavji has on my screen. Raghavji has come back again. So Raghavji, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Raghav Jha from Sivipatti, Madhuri, Bihar.
Acha, you are from Sibipati, so you are from my village. Okay, what do you do? I mean, can you tell a little bit more about yourself? Hello? Hello, Raghavji. And also we have Pinkesh.
Yes, in
So,
case in
myself, Shreya.
Yeah, Shreya, so you come under you're using your mother's mobile. So how are things in your school? Everything, is it a holiday nowadays? Summer holiday?
No, sir. Actually, it already ended, so no holidays.
Okay. Acha, no holiday. So Rajiv ji, why don't you tell us something, few science things in you going on in USA
Yeah, sure. I was just
for our
looking for.
children, for the young people?
Yeah, yeah. So I'll share my
Huh?
screen. Like I was. So Shreya Aryan, right? Did you see this one? Like Science Olympiad. You can see couple of projects, like different tournaments. And I don't know if you can participate in these, but you can see their projects, what they had presented, and it will give you some ideas, right? See these workshops and other things,
Hmm. Yeah.
right?
And
This
this
is
is
you
for
can.
what, school students?
Yes, it's a for kindergarten till 12th.
Oh,
Yeah, see these are
good.
different policies, events. Like this is for like elementary schools, which types of project they have done, right? So it will give you a lot of ideas. Right? And
Oh,
then of course, there in India we also like Science Olympiad, right? You can form a team and create work on some kind of project and present it there, right? So you will get a broader platform to shine.
oh, good. But this is open to everyone or only for Americans?
No, this is I think this is in US, but like in India also we have right Science Olympiad. When I was there, I think I participated in the Math Olympiad. There is also like Science Olympiad.
Yeah.
From school kids also can join, right? You can form a team, work on a project. They will give you some kind of challenges, right? And then you have to present it the platform, right? They will ask you to come. There will be like first your district level competitions, and then there will be state and then national level competitions. So similarly in US we have this, but from here in this particular websites, even though you cannot participate, but you can get details, right? So this workshop Wednesday, and they will also publish their projects. So this is good thing you can initiate. You can learn more.
In India, I know that Maths Olympiad is very popular. I mean,
Yes,
yeah, there is a
yes,
very good participation. But I'm
yes.
not sure about the Science Olympiad, but on regional level it is held. I know in Calcutta there are in a year at least two, three, not Olympiad, but science, this kind of projects, competitions
Mhm.
are held.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see this annual science Olympiad, right? It's in Michigan University. So
Okay.
you'll get more details, right? Like what to do in this. Like there are existing projects, right? You can look into those.
Yeah. Oh, this is a national event. Yeah. Tournament.
Yeah,
Very nice.
correct, right? Yeah, yeah.
So,
In USA, there are like plenty, right? There are technical association, the TSA, robotics associations in these schools. Starts from middle schools.
so people like here, Aryan and Shreya, they can also join in this tournament?
I have to check, but yeah, they can look into this, right? And then see that. Similarly, I'm pretty much sure they will also like in India and then also at Asia level. I'll find it and I'll send it share with you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Aryan and tournament?
Let's see if I search here.
I'm interested in this.
Oh,
I'm looking for like if you have something in India.
in the meantime, Amarnath ji has joined. Om Prakash ji has joined. So Raghav, what do you do? You are in school or in college? Hello? Hello, Raghav?
Raghavji, yes, please on your mic. Malik sir wants to talk with you.
Yes. And unmute. First, you have to unmute.
Try to speak English. If not, mix English and Hindi both. It's okay. We are here to help everybody to speak English.
Yes, Raghavji.
Acha, okay, he's feeling shy a little bit. So, Shreya, you have any question to ask today? Hello, Shreya. Do you have any
Yes,
question?
sir.
You have any question?
No, sir, no question today. Actually, I have to share a PDF. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, please share. Yes, we are getting. So, Shreya is presenting, but the screen has not come. Hello, Shreya, your screen is not coming. Yes. Yeah, please go ahead, Shreya. Yes.
Yeah, your screen is not. Can you once again
There is no.
try?
There is something. Shreya, we are not able to hear you.
Shreya, please log out and once again log in.
This is a network issue also. There is a network issue. So sometimes it will be impacting.
Hello, Shreya.
Oh, she was out, so she is again in.
Yeah, your audio is not.
Pankaj, I think. Acha, okay. Okay. Let it take time, I think. Aryan, you have any question today or any presentation?
Yes, sir. I
Do
have
you
a
have
present.
any? You
I
have a
have a
presentation.
Yes, sir. I have a presentation, but I think so. I will present it next Sunday.
Okay. Next Sunday.
Yes. No, next
Yes.
Saturday. Yes.
Next Saturday.
Okay. So, sir, my question was,
Yes.
how can the smallest thing in the universe?
Sorry, once again, please.
What is the smallest thing in the universe?
What is the smallest thing?
Yes.
Can I?
Well, I don't know the answer to this question. Do you have an answer to this question?
Have.
Yes, Priya.
Answer
No, Shreya wants to say something. Yes, Shreya, go ahead.
answer to this question is that thing I know is the yes.
Pankaj, is it a problem of the internet? We are not able to hear the sound correctly.
In your area, internet is it's your audio is not. What happened? Can you say once again, Shreya?
Sir, box plan.
No, I was saying,
Yes.
I was saying, what is the smallest thing in the universe? I think she.
No, actually, I don't have any answer. If you see in the books, they say, what is the smallest, they'll say space or smallest value of time. But those are all hypothetical things. We don't know what is the smallest thing. Because the smallest thing is the quark. Now, people don't know whether quark is again divisible or not.
Sir,
Once, once
sir, so how we discovered quarks? Are they visible in what you can call a microscope?
No, no, no. They are not visible in the mic. So the discovery of this quark was made by collisions. There are accelerators, one particularly in Switzerland, which is called CERN. Also in USA, you have Fermi Lab and you have Brookhaven. So what they do, they make two atoms collide. They make two protons collide with each other, and the proton breaks. And quarks are formed, which are very unstable, but they are able. It is still possible to detect them.
I think, Malik ji, we should explain to them a little bit about nucleus before you explain what is proton. Because I don't think everybody
Yeah,
knows what is proton. So
yeah.
nucleus,
So
proton, and
now
electron, please.
proton again is made of quarks. The neutron is made of. So the discovery, Aryan is asking, it was discovered. It was discovered just by the making collisions of proton with proton or proton with anti-proton. If they collide, the proton breaks up into quarks, and those quarks are very unstable. Their lifetime is very small, but then still it's possible to detect them.
Yes.
So
I have another bit history of the say. Uh, First few scientists who discovered atom uh, are two scientists, one in Greece and one in India. In India was Kanad, and Greek. Bowenji, please help. Who was the one you said? The one from the
Democritus,
Greek?
Democritus.
Democritus. Okay. So they get credit for discovering the atom. But if you come to the modern world, modern science, I think Dalton was the first one who gave a new definition of atom. and then it moved to Neil Bohr. He gave another definition of atom and giving us the current nucleus configuration we have, where we have in the center proton and neutron, and electron is moving around. So that was the discovery, and pretty much modern science, which we have, modern electronics and everything, is based on that. And all the electricity you think, everything is current physics is based on Neil Bohr. Now the modern scientists have come up with breaking up the neutron and proton, which Dr. Mallik is explaining to you. Just wanted you guys to know about it. Thanks.
Yes. So Amarnath ji, what is happening in the scientific world? What happens is that the credit, the people always thought that whether the whole this universe is a continuous thing, or is it made of small particles? So in that sense, so Democritus had an idea that no, it's not continuous. It is made of small particles, and so did the atomic thing. But unfortunately, all the credit for atom is given to Dalton, because he told the implications of that and made so many conclusions. So the credit now is being by Dalton only. So we don't give credit to Democritus except in we just mention them, or Canard. But Canard thing, you told me that he made a very strong. I haven't read it. I haven't read it. So maybe if someone has it,
Oh no, that's books.
we can push.
As I told you,
It is true.
by
It is
session.
true. The Western world always ignored whatever happened in the Eastern world.
That's
It is
correct.
true.
So,
It is true. There is no doubt
so
about that.
yeah. So, but
But we
you
need
know,
to
we
push with the evidences.
yeah. So I mean, his book is already there. There is not nobody can alter that book. It is in the poetry form, and he came up with different types of a smell. He tells that he different types of tests. I mean, basics of the gravitation, how the collision of the two particles happens. He also come up with how the two particles combine together. So all these things are in his book, which calls. So in India, everything was philosophy and science. It was nothing a separate. Science was not a separate. Like for example, infinity definition, which we see, is also in the poetry form, right? Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadai Purnamevavastishe. That is a definition of infinity in Sanskrit. But that is in the poetry form, it's part of our Shastras. So he did. The thing is that when no one, definitely our civilization is older than Greece, and let's give credit because both of them independently discovered, just like calculus was independently discovered by Leibniz as well as by Newton or whoever maybe, right? So it happens that since we are the human race, as we have the basic threshold, we start concluding the same way. So this is quite possible that independently they discovered, but his book is there to read for all of us. And of course, uh, on the in the real world, Western people, this is for young scientists. Even in right now here in American University, the saying goes that if it is not invented in this university, it is not true. So, so you can imagine how it would be for the other country. Yeah, like Harvard, Yale, MIT, they don't give credit to each other openly. You have to fight for it.
That is true, but I'm also not sure about whether the gravitation is mentioned in any books anywhere. So, hello.
I think let's not disgrace. I just wanted to bring a little flavor, but let's continue on the basic
Yeah,
topic, the breaking of
right.
the atoms, of quarks. His question was about the quarks, and you say have a question about quarks.
Yeah. So no, I was telling Aryan and other people few weeks back that you see we are all made of quarks. But do you believe it? Shreya, do you believe that you are made of quarks?
What's
So,
that?
Do you believe that you are made of quarks?
No, sir, I don't believe that.
Acha, Aryan, do you believe that you?
yes, sir. Sir, what if we try to separate the quarks?
No, actually, all quarks they are bound by such a strong force that I mean it's very difficult unless you collide. Unless you have two protons collide with each other with so much energy that you can separate them. Otherwise, the binding force between the quarks is very, very. That is the
So, sir,
reason why we don't see quarks moving in our rooms near us. Even though I'm made of quarks, you're made of quarks, but we don't see that because the quarks are so strongly in a the whole proton behaves as if it is one thing. It is not. There are three quarks in that in a proton. In a
yes.
neutron, there are three quarks.
So Aryan, this brings me to another question for you and Shreya. So let's see if you can think and answer this. This is I give you the topic is measurement and calibration. So my question will be regarding that. So something we can we measure something we can see. Then from our eyes, right? So then we advanced that something which is very small we cannot see, cannot figure out. We started using microscope and telescope. Okay, so we started using that, and then we say that yes, it exists. Like for example, you will learn in the high school there are bacteria and cells, and then you cannot see them by your eyes, but once you see under microscope, then you conclude that they are there. So now you guys tell me that if when we go beyond this microscope and telescope deeper, like we are talking about quark, how do you measure it that it exists? Because in science we need to back everything by evidence. Remember that. Also, it has to be reproducible. That if 2 plus 2 is 4, everybody should be able to replicate that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Then we call it science. So tell me that all these modern physics we are talking here, how do you measure and show that prove your evidence that quark exists? How do you measure it? Malikji, you have to help them a little bit.
So Aryan, what happens? Like say, all these small particles. Suppose there is a collision between one proton and the other proton, and then it breaks up into quarks, and those quarks they move with some velocity. They move. Now they are also have magnetic moments, and they are also charged particles. The charge is 1/3 of electron charge. Now what happens? And any charged particle gets deflected in a magnetic field. So suppose there are techniques which is called the Wilson's cloud chamber. Suppose a charged particle moves in a cloud of some kind of aerosols. There is a kind of flash which appears, and you see the track. And from the track, you can make out what is its mass and things like that. You can learn about it from the track which it makes. And the most important point you should note that you see any charged particle, if it has a velocity, gets deflected by magnetic field. and the amount will depend on what charge it has, what is its mass. So because the charged particle is q into velocity into magnetic field. So you can measure all these things of the quark also. So what was its mass? Initially, when I was in college, the first quark was discovered. So we used to read that how the quarks, how to measure its mass, how to measure its what you call magnetic moment and things like that. Charge.
So,
Yes.
I what we will measure it in?
So suppose it goes between a magnetic field, it will move in a particular trajectory depending on its mass and depending on its charge and depending on its velocity. So it will make a track. It will make a track there, and then you can figure it out. This is one way. The second way is that sometimes when the quarks they get when they die, so to say, means when they combine with something else is generated like gamma rays and things like that. So from that also you make. See, in a cyclotron, you will be surprised, and in all accelerators, what happens, our microscope is not such that we can see the atom. Neither, so we cannot see the nucleus also because that is so small actually. So what is done is that, suppose there is a thief, and he wants to know whether there is a dark room is there. He wants to know, he can't see anything. So he wants what is there inside. So what he does is that he throws a stone inside the house. Suppose it goes away, passes through, the stone passes through. Oh, well, he thinks, the thief will think, oh, there is nothing there. But suppose it strikes something, then once it strikes, something will happen. Something will break, something will happen. Things, charged particles will move here and there. There are detectors are there, they are placed, and they will just collect it. So just like a thief tries to find out what is there inside a dark room, similarly the physicists, they do the same experiment. There is a atom is there, protons, and they bombard with very highly energetic, almost with the velocity of light. They bombard another, say, solid atom or something like that. And these things, they happen actually. Detectors are there, special detectors are there. So one good thing to learn would be you could Google it and think like Wilson cloud chamber, how to detect charged particles. It makes traces. One can see it. One can see it not with the eye, but they make traces which can be photographed and can be seen actually. And quarks particularly, they are positively charged or negatively charged, or maybe they may be neutral. So from that you can know.
Okay.
It is now confirmed, means it was confirmed for 40 years back.
Okay.
So now the next thing would be that are quarks the elementary particles or there is something else? That we don't know. Maybe your generation will figure it out. But for that you need an accelerator which is very difficult to make. Already you have an accelerator in Switzerland which is the biggest, which is 27 kilometers in circumference. So you can imagine how you need, suppose you want to find out what quark is made of, then you have to make an accelerator something like 4 to 5 times bigger than this. Surprisingly, USA was trying to make one, but they abandoned the idea. The president thought it's not good to spend money on that.
Sir, I discovered one more thing.
They felt that it's better to spend money on health. What is the use of knowing what quark is made of?
Sad for science.
Yeah, that was called superconducting super collider, and that was very near to where Rajiv ji is staying. Rajiv ji, do you have any idea about that?
No.
I
No.
think there were some concern also that Maliki, that
Yes.
if something wrong happens in that experiment, whole planet will collapse or something like that.
No. Actually that was a wrong thing. It cannot happen like that.
Yeah, that is what somebody said. That, oh my gosh, I mean, that was probably the selling point, how to scrap the project.
Yes, sir. Sir, uh,
Rajiv ji, are you there on the line?
Yes.
Do you know that in your Texas that superconducting super collider was getting built? What happened to that?
No idea.
Any idea about that?
sir,
No.
sir, we have, sir,
Already they had spent half the amount.
Oh,
Half
it's
the amount was
interesting.
spent, and then was it who was it? Is Bill Clinton or in those 90s, late 90s? He said, "What is the use of knowing what quark is made of?"
Aryan has
Yeah.
to say something. Aryan, go
Acha,
ahead,
Aryan,
please.
you want to say something?
yes, sir. There is one more thing. Planck length. It is about 1.6 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of minus 35 meters. So it is very small. I
What
think
is that?
smaller than
What is that?
sir. Yes, sir.
What is that you are saying?
So it is mostly used for calculations, etc.
No, that 10 to the power minus 35. What is that a particle you are saying?
Sir, I think so. I have not read enough about it, but that was in that.
No, no, we don't know of any particle with 10 to the power minus 35. So what you are saying, that is the smallest. Okay, that's a hypothetical thing. I think let's not discuss that actually. That comes from the string theory actually.
Oh,
Yeah, so those are hypothetical things. We will not discuss that.
okay. Yes, yes, I remember it was hypothetical particle
Yeah, yes.
named after Max Planck.
Yeah.
And Shreya, you want to present something? So can you try once again now?
Yes, sir. Should I?
Very good. Let's see it.
Guys, please present, please.
In Malaysia, I posted in the chat window about that the YouTube I was looking for that collider one.
Yes.
There is like a no like it's unknown reason why they stopped, but yeah, there is one article I was just reading, and then there is something on also on YouTube.
Yeah. After spending almost 30 to 40%, it was costing some 16 billion. Initially, it was costing some 8 or 9. Then it became $16 billion. And then after making a huge thing, they stopped. They said it's better to spend that money on health and infrastructure rather than making an accelerator like that. Well, USA would have shot up into, so all the credit went to the Europeans because after only superconducting super collider got cancelled, this LHC, Large Hadron Collider, was built in CERN in Switzerland.
Interesting.
And they managed to find out the ghost, God particle, Higgs boson.
Oh,
Actually, even that superconducting super collider, the first aim was to find out Higgs boson. That would have
Rhea,
been
please
85
continue.
kilometers in length.
wow.
Yes, Shreya, please go ahead. I can see. We are able to see. Speak
Yes.
Yeah,
something about it.
you have She's mute or unmute? I don't know.
Yeah, she's on mute. Please unmute yourself.
Can you see it, sir?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah,
But
good.
please say what you are showing us. Please tell us.
Okay, so today's topic is biodiversity.
Mhm.
So let us know what is biodiversity. So here, biodiversity is something which means any natural things, land, anything which comes in land comes in the section of biodiversity. Means the existence of a number of different kinds of animals and plants which together make good and healthy environment. So let us know the parts of biodiversity. So there are mainly three parts of biodiversity. So they are ecosystem diversity, species diversity, and genetic diversity. So let us know what are they. So ecosystem diversity. So this is what the variety of different habitats, community, and ecological processes. Places where different kinds of animals live, and different kinds of habits are there. A different kind of what we say weather is there. So it is known as ecosystem diversity. Then the next we have species diversity. So in the species diversity, the number of different species present in an ecosystem and relative abundance of each of these species. So we have humans, and in humans we have two to three species. So every plants and animals have a lot of species. So these are what are known as species diversity. Then the next, I think we all understand what is ecosystem diversity and species diversity. Am I clear with this?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Then genetic diversity, the biological variation that occurs within species. So something which tells the difference between the DNA between the species diversity. So actually, we all have a special, we say like a different DNA and something which we have different, like we can say fingerprints also. So these are something which tells about genetic diversity. So this is what I want to say about these. So thank you.
Good. This was a
Very
very
good
good
job.
introduction. Very good introduction. But when you say genetic diversity, what do you mean actually? Is your gene and my gene same or different?
So I want to say that these all are different. We
So
all
your
have a
gene is
different.
different and my gene is different.
Yes, sir. It can be.
And my gene and let us say a monkey's gene, is it different or same?
So actually, I don't know about it.
What is your guess?
So according to my guess, that both are different.
Same. No, we all are from genes. Basically, basic genes of monkey. Edward Wilson was the founder of all these things. US scientist.
Okay.
Yeah, please. ओम प्रकाश जी बताइए जरा सा प्लीज सॉरी प्लीज टेल अस डिटेल
Yeah, it's true. So let the experts say now. But Shreya, good job.
Yeah, she deserves this.
Raj sir,
So,
you want to say something?
Yes, sir. There is a Mr. Wilson. I'm forgetting. Edward Wilson was there. He had invented everything for this. I believe that monkey. Then monkey. How we have come to the genes. All means all the people of worldwide. The genes are basically from monkey, but slowly, genes of Malik Sahib and myself is not seen. but the monkey compared to some genes part, it may be match. It is a
So
truth.
what is Om Prakash ji, what is your guess? How much difference it will be, your gene and my gene?
It will be minor changes, sir. Because
Uh-huh.
your face, my face is changes. Your frequency, telling frequency, my telling frequency is something different. Your thinking approach, my thinking approach is different, and your
No,
memory, my memory is different. So some little bit genes. This is genes problem. So something we are when the some problem carry forward from the forehead fathers. Then so you have
so
a no change
you'll be
problem.
surprised to know, Om Prakash ji, that my gene and your gene will be different. Difference will be 0.00001%.
Yeah, it may be, sir. It may be, sir. It may be, sir.
So little. From the monkeys, we have got 97 to 98%. It is same between
Yes,
us
yes,
and monkey.
yes,
Between
sir.
us and a plant and a leaf, it is 77% same.
They are also
Even
alive. We are also alive. So their genes are should be matched. But
so from yeah.
yes, yes, sir. But there in plant and other animal they have the recall system is nothing there. But we have the recall systems.
Yeah, yeah, that is
So
that is
yeah,
that is true.
yeah,
That
sir.
is true.
Monkey is also recall system. When we throw the ball, they catch it and they throw the another. So they have the very clever the monkey. They know where where are your food we are keeping in our pocket. So they go there easily pick out take out the food. So they have also the memory system. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is true. Yes, I think so. Shreya, you can. This biodiversity is a very good subject. If it interests you, you must go into the depth and learn many things. This
Yes,
is a
sir.
very good subject actually. That how things see from a single-celled animal, from protozoa, it has come to develop that we human beings are there. So it is a very good subject.
Thank you, sir.
Are they teaching this in your school?
No, sir. Actually, I was thinking of the topic, so I just remembered biodiversity.
Okay. But I will encourage you to think of things. There are many things in your house around you which you don't understand. You should bring up those topics.
Yes, sir. I'll surely make that topic.
Or you understand everything.
So whatever I just present with all of you, I
Huh?
understand.
Yeah. So now once you go into depth, you will see that really how genes, how they differ, in what way they differ, how they mutate, and things like that is a very interesting topic actually.
Thank you,
You
sir.
have interest, yeah. Now we have a Pankaj ji, we have
Yes,
Ratan ji.
it's a new student. So, Mayank, can you say something about yourself?
Acha.
Or now Mayank is present?
Yes, sir. लीजिए बात करिए. My name is Mayank Jha. I read in class 5. My mother's name is Chanda Devi. My father's name is Ratan Jha. My mother is a housewife and I live in Madhubani. My brother's name is Arnab Jha. My favorite color is blue. Thank you, sir.
Oh, but you are in class 3.
No, sir, 5.
Oh, class 5. Okay. So in class 5, what are they teaching you in science?
Kanchan, ma'am.
What is that?
Kanchan, ma'am.
No, not who is teaching. What are they teaching? What is this? What are the things in
Which
physics,
subject?
science?
Which yes, yes.
What
Which
do they
chapter?
teach you? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, hello, Ratan.
Mayank,
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
Mayank. Yeah, Mayank, what do they teach you in class, in school, in science?
Healthy resources.
Healthy foods. And then what else?
Healthy foods.
Okay, what actually, Pankaj, if you find that in class 5 still, the books I found there, which they follow, the NCERT books are good, but I don't know why students take to other books.
No, sir.
NCERT books are quite good. Do you follow NCERT books,
No, sir.
Mayank?
Yes, sir.
Well, okay, okay. So you have any question?
No, sir.
So you understand everything.
Yes, sir.
You understand everything. No one can understand everything. Life, Malik Sahib,
Yeah,
new generation, sir.
yeah. Actually, children are not encouraged to ask questions, no. So they are closing their minds. So suppose now Om Prakash ji asks you that how do you know the Earth is round? Do you know Earth is round or flat?
Answer,
Hello, Mayank.
Earth is round.
Earth is round or flat?
Earth is
It is
round.
round.
How do you know that? How do you know that? I see it is very flat. In Madhubani, if I walk, I walk on the flat road actually. How do you know it is round?
It isn't true, but their naked eye, when we look from the space to Earth,
Prakash,
there is a
Prakash,
rotation period. Rotation.
hello,
Yes.
Prakash.
Yes, sir.
Malik sir want to answer by Mayank, not by you.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
हाँ या नो उनके साथ कौन बोल रहे हैं?
No, it's Om Prakash ji. Om Prakash ji is
नहीं
अच्छा
different.
अच्छा
नहीं
वो
सर बोल रहे हैं, मैं
so Mayank, how do you know Earth is round? You are saying Earth is round. I'm not seeing that Earth is round. When I walk here, no, everything is flat. When you walk in Madhubani, is it flat or is it round? Surface is flat or round? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So when you walk in Madhubani, when you go to school, you find that the surface is flat or round?
Flat.
Flat, no? So Earth is flat.
No, sir. Earth is round.
How do you are seeing that Earth is flat? Then how do you say Earth is round? How did you know? Who told you Earth is round?
The different days and different times of the sunset in different places.
Sorry, what did he say? Oh, Om Prakash ji, what did he say actually, Mayank?
Yes, sir, Mayank is saying कि
Hmm.
Earth is round because sun is rising. One place it is sun is round, then another place is rising. Same day in this proof that is the sun is round. One example he is giving.
Yeah, but so Mayank, I'm seeing the sun is rising in the east, and it goes up and again goes down. That may be because the sun is going around the earth. Hello, Mayank. Okay, Mayank is.
Riya, you want to say something?
Shreya, you want
Yes,
to
sir.
say that I see every day that the sun rises in the east, goes up and again goes round and sets in the west. The sun goes around the earth.
No, sir. Actually, so firstly, as you said the question now, So
Hmm.
the answer to this is that
Hmm.
the sun is doing rotation and revolution both. So when it does rotation, so
Who? The sun is rotating.
no, sir, the earth is rotating. So when the
Earth is rotating. So what happens?
at some of the places, it is like we can see it. It rotates in 1 day. The earth fully rotates in 1 day, 24 hours. So at one place, the sun, the s- uh, when the earth faces the sun, so
Yes.
we can see the sun and we can say that it is sunrise. And when it goes slowly downwards, so we say that it is like sunset. So this is what happens. So this is the evidence that the earth is rotating, not the sun is rotating.
Yeah, but let us imagine that actually the sun was going around the earth. Then also we'll see the same thing, isn't it?
uh, so can I
Somewhere,
just for a second?
suppose the earth is not rotating, only the sun is rotating. So then sun will rise in some, let's say, east or west or whatever it is, and go to the top and come down. It can happen like that, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
How?
But if the earth is not rotating, so
Yeah.
the sun will only give the brightness and the power to only one place, which is facing the earth.
No, sun will be rotating, revolving around the earth actually.
Okay. So if it happens, so I think
See,
um,
you'll be surprised, Shreya, that nowadays the Jyotsi people who make your kundli, etc., they also assume that the sun is going around the earth. Sun and moon, they go around the earth, and the rest of the planets go around the sun. तो ज्योतिषी जो कुंडली बनता है ना, कुंडली उसी से बनता है.
yes, sir.
Surprisingly. So you mean to say they are doing something wrong, is it?
So according to astrology,
Hmm.
so I'm not knowing anything about astrology. So maybe uh, as the science have everything as a proof, but
Hmm.
according to astrology, we have proofs, but not that we can prove it to the whole world. So we don't have
Mhm.
any evidence to astrologers.
Oh, I
So
see. I see.
science is, as you said, the science is all working on evidences. I think that you this someone said that science is working on evidences.
Right,
So
right, right. No, but so you should give a good thought to it that how I think they teach now in class 5, I think 5, 6, 7, they teach you about these rotation and revolution of these earth, how seasons happen, why we get summer, winter, these things. How do we get tides? When you go to the sea beach, you see tides. Why do the tides occur? So those are the questions, it should come to your mind. When you are in the house, when you see a microwave, you want to heat something. So how does a microwave work? How does a bulb work? All these things you must, anything that you see, you must try to understand them. Then you will do very good in science. As you
yes,
go to other classes, higher classes.
sir. Actually, I'm means most of the time I am interested in biology.
Yeah,
So
in biology also there are many things to learn, no? How the eye
yes,
works, how the ear works, how our liver works, how our
yes, sir.
hands move. Have you just imagined how our hands move? Why does it move? And how does it move?
So
How do we see
firstly, of
something?
the help of the muscles, Then like we have elbow where the joint bone is there. Then we have
Mhm.
shoulder. So we can move our hand through that.
But why does it? Where from it gets the signal?
So it gives from the brain only.
Yeah. So how brain sends this signal? Now the question comes: how does the brain send this signal? See, there are some
There
people,
is a part.
some children are born where the brain doesn't give the signal, so they can't use their leg and hand. But most of us, we are able to send the signal so we can use our hand, leg, and everything. How does it send the signal?
So there is a part of a brain.
Hmm.
I think it starts from C. I'm not remembering its name, but
Hmm.
there is a part which, like sometimes we have cravings of some of the food we want to eat or something we want. So that part of the brain gives signals to the body.
What is the meaning of this signal? Is it what?
Means whenever
Sound wave, or
like
is it electromagnetic wave, or what it is?
so I don't know, like
How does it send?
sometimes when we have to touch something or we like our hand is paining, so like it's something that which gives signal to our brain that we should move our hand a little bit.
Oh, I see. Okay. So these are the things you need to ask yourself and learn science. That is how people learn science, by asking questions. If you don't ask questions, you don't learn science. So now
So
it's already too late. Yeah, yes. Yes, last
so my
question, please.
questions in childhood is that who was the first person who became like human on the earth? So
Yeah.
was
So,
it a woman or a man? Like I have 50, sorry, 60% chances that it would be a woman. But when I saw on Google, it named a boy's name. So this is a confusion.
hey, so actually, the evolution, you see, that is where it's the religions, they say that God created suddenly one day. In Christianity, they say on seventh day, man was created. So it was first a man and things like that. But science doesn't say that. Charles Darwin said that there is a evolution, very gradual, very slow revolution, not in tens of years or hundreds of years. Things change by mutation, and that is how the species which you talked about, biodiversity, that is how this diversity takes place. So it was not in one day. Uh, It was not in suddenly the man was created. It's not like that. It's a very slow process that kept on happening. And it took thousands and millions of years. Human beings are there on earth since last 3 million years. Before that, there were no human beings also.
Yes, sir. Actually, the Earth was created approximately before 4.7 billion years ago.
Right, right. So, and we have come on the earth just because dinosaurs left the earth for some reason, which you can learn, read in the books. So
So,
had they not
so
gone, we would
speaking,
not have come, because they were so powerful. They wouldn't have allowed us. So it is a slow process. It is a very slow process by which the life evolves. So
so,
nothing that
so
in one day a man and a girl is created. Not in one day. It is evolutionary process. That is what Darwin taught us, and it has been proved now. It is
yes,
now.
sir.
So these are the things to read in your book, and you ask your teacher and ask your
So,
parents and ask us. See, here there are a lot of people are there. Om Prakash ji is there, Raj ji is there, Amarnath ji is there, Rajiv ji is there. You can ask us, you can ask your teachers, your parents, and that's how you learn science.
so, sir, we
So
can
I
also
don't,
say that the dinosaurs were our ancestors.
yeah, dinosaurs were there on the earth before we came.
Yes, sir. I know that.
Okay.
after a collision.
My mobile is going to shut down because of the charge problem. So I say bye. Maybe we'll meet next time. We'll discuss this part. Maybe should come prepared to give a presentation on this, how biodiversity takes place.
Okay, sir.
Genetic biodiversity. Do some research. All these 7 days.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Bye.
Oh, okay.